This week's reading is beautiful. It feels like it's speaking to the collective that may be having been through the hard work, and it is stating how life is coming into its chapter of turning into Technicolor. As I was finishing on my reading, the song Winds of Change by the Scorpions came in. So that may also be a song that has a message for you. So I wanted to add that here. So check it out. I'll also put the name of the song in the information of the video so that you can check that out. But I hope you enjoy this week's reading. Thank you again, as always, for being with me, my fellow lights and light travelers. And enjoy this week's reading, Life in Technicolor. Hello, fellow lights and light travelers. Welcome again to Light Journeys Tarot. I'm so appreciative that you are here with me, giving me the time to give you this reading. I've gone ahead and set up this space so that only the highest vibrational energy and messages come through. I called my guides forth in so that we connect with the highest message for your highest good here today. Let's go ahead and get into this. As I like to caveat every single reading, do know that you are the controller of your own destiny, right? This is energies as it lands. Take it as entertainment, education. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You yourself have the power to affect your own life. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Know that you have the power to affect change. Know that you have the power and the ability, and that the universe is on your side. It is on your side. Say it to yourself. Even if you don't believe it, say it, repeat it, and say it until you believe it. The universe is on my side. The universe is on my side and looking out for my highest good and the highest good of all. With that being said, let's get into it and see what message wants to come forth from Spirit. All right, Spirit. What message wants to come through for the collective? What message would like to come through for the collective? What message would like to come through for the collective? Okay, trusting the stop. We got the Four of Trees, which is like the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Lotuses, which is like the Nine of Cups, and then the Orbs. All right, let's see what wants to come through. The Four of Trees, which is the Four of Pentacles, is like a person or a soul that's been conserving resources, conserving, like, right, that feel, when one feels like one doesn't feel secure in their, perhaps you haven't reached, and we all feel this way, so this is not directed at any one person. You, as a human being, right, we can sometimes feel the lack of, right? We can feel like I don't have what I need yet to feel stable. Okay, so this conserving resources feels like it's coming from that mindset. And this was how you have been, right? This is that past essence. This is how you have been living, is this lack of, I don't have yet. I have not reached a level of stability. And, you know, I can speak to my country, living in the United States. A lot of people, right, our poverty line has shifted, and there's a whole bunch of that. So there's a lot of people that feel this way. So like this mentality of I have not yet, because everything has felt so unstable, and economies and markets and all that mumbo jumbo that goes into, you know, this materialistic world, feeds into that mindset. So that has played a part in the past in your life. What I'm seeing here is a lot of, because it's a farm, what I'm drawn to is the building. You have been putting forth effort constantly, planting seeds. It's funny because I was having this conversation with my family the other day of, you know, reaping what you sow. Like, putting in the work, planting those seeds, doing the heavy labor, having to put the intent, trying, doing your best, right? There's a lot of that energy here. What's kind of interesting that I'm feeling as well is, in spite of not yet being at a place of, or not yet having feeling in this particular instance, in this past version, or you know, up until this point, not yet feeling stable or secure. If you change your perspective, if you look at this card, right, this is a beautiful scene, right? You've got the beautiful trees, the sky, you've got all this stuff blooming around you. I think what this feels like to me is an invitation that, in spite of those moments of lack, if you look back on those moments, and we're going to move forward, right? There's more to this reading than just this card. To take stock in the fact that you've done the hard work, and to take stock in the fact that, in spite of not yet being at a place of stability, or not yet feeling that you're at a completely secure place, secure is the word I want to use, there have still been beautiful moments. And to also take a moment to appreciate the work that you've done. Like, we'll keep moving forward, but I feel the urge to share, to pat yourself on the back. This is hard work. You're coming from this place of feeling like that for reasons. A lot of it is valid. You know, should you be keeping up with the Joneses where you're trying to get the mansions and stuff? Like, some of that stuff is just illusionary, right? Illusory. It's not all that glitters is not gold. And as we are seeing with a lot of stuff that has been revealed in this world, that sometimes that class that people look up and idolize because they have so much, don't have as much as they think they do. So just to take stock in the fact that, yes, you're building your security and you will get there, but also to take stock in the scenery and the loveliness and the moments that do count, and the things that you do have, in the ways that you are rich. Just putting that out there. So beautiful. And let's move to the next card. What's beautiful about this is so the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Water, there's that satisfaction, but there's also emotional stability. What I like about this card, and what's drawing me in this Nine of Lotuses, is it feels like a chapter is turning, right? You've got the two different shades. You've got the work. It almost feels like it's bleeding into this previous card. And it feels like you're turning the page, or right, you're turning the page and you're getting to the next part in your story. Let's see. What I love about this too is 100% this feels like a river that's flowing, but it also almost feels like it is more than just emotion, and it's more than just a turning of a chapter. It feels like this is cosmically, right? It feels like it bleeds into the sky. It feels like it's cosmically flowing. There's this cosmic alignment that's coming in, this flow that's been brought in because of the work that you've done, right? You tilled the soil, you know, you've dug the trenches so that you can bring forth the channel and the flow and the stability. So you're definitely moving out of a chapter that felt a little, this feels a little bit darker, right? It feels a little bit more muted. It feels like it felt stagnant, and you're moving into this color, this vividness, this connection, this satisfaction. This joy is coming in vibrantly. You're seeing the world in colors and ways in which you've never experienced it before. And this could be, you know, we talk about emotionally, this could be, you know, meeting someone. This could be, you know, finally getting to that flow of feeling like you can communicate. This could be a spiritual awakening. This could be however it is that it manifests for you, right? This is a collective reading. But there's definitely a lot of emotional fulfillment. There is a lot of water energy tied to this. And it feels like the work that you've done, the universe is meeting you there, and it's helping you to flow into, and you've gotten into the flow of the rhythm with the universe, into this next chapter, into this light, into this beauty. The lotus, right? The lotus is, it grows through from the roots of the mud. Like, it is a very strong plant in nature. It is showing you that in spite of whatever, you've grown through this. And just give me a quick pause. I want to look at something really quick. Yeah, so the lotus is a rebirth. It is resilience, right? It is enlightenment. So my urge to use that, and I was called to use this deck today, so it feels like it needs to be said, that your resilience through the hard time, through the times that have felt bleaker, through the times that you felt like you needed to hold on because everything felt like so tight, right? Those times are flowing, you're changing into it. So, and perhaps it is paired with a sense of enlightenment. Perhaps, you're here because you are, being called into what more is happening with this universe. Like, you're noticing those synchronicities, you're getting into those flows, that there is more, you're seeing it, you're feeling it, okay? And it's coming through and you're like, what is happening? Or you're like, yes, like I have finally planted and this is here. And yes, the universe has me, like however it is that you're coming into this, whether it's a moment of enlightenment or resilience that is now paying off, that hard work is paying off. You are coming into a new chapter and the universe is meeting there. And the fact that there's so many lotuses, it's A, collectively so many of us, but B, you yourself, look at how tough you are. Look at all the times that you've gotten through, all the times you've had to plant yourself and, put in the hard work and push yourself forward. And now you're going to be reaching a point, or you are reaching a point, or you are in a point that everything is starting to feel like it's flowing. And whether that's, beyond just material, this is emotionally, but this is also spiritually. This is in your heart. You know this, you feel this, you're becoming certain of this, right? And it's helping you to see the world in the vivid, beautiful color that it is. And it's helping you to, like I had said here, to take stock and take a moment and to reflect on what you have. This is helping you see the world in such a new, vibrant, beautiful way that it's gorgeous. And welcome to life in Technicolor, right? Like there's that movie Pleasantville, where the people were seeing things in black and white and everything was dreary, and then people start coming to life. They start connecting. There's love. There's beyond, whatever it may be. That is a stereotypical box that they that the world, that the influences that people in power have tried to put people into, right? These boxes. This is you. This is the collective coming out of this box. This is, no, we're more than what you led us to believe. I am more than what you tried to force me to believe. And I remember, and I see this light, and I'm moving into Technicolor, and you will not dim my light, and you will not stop me from shining my light. I can talk. Yeah. So this is a beautiful, vibrant completion. This is a beautiful, vibrant stepping into this new chapter of just all beautiful things that are coming forth for you. And what a relief after all those years to finally get to a point of satisfaction and feeling emotionally stable and getting into that enlightenment and feeling that connection, right? You're out of this mindset, you're transitioning into this, or you are currently embodying this, but regardless, right? Thank the universe, thank this source of all that is gorgeous, that part is going to the past. And this new Technicolor version of your life is stepping into being, is stepping into frame, is stepping into existence, is stepping into experience, and moving forward into the next chapter. That's gorgeous. And I'm very, very, very excited for you. So the orbs in this deck equals bravery, strength, and success. Yes, yes, and yes. I think if anything, this whole spread has shown that you are a strong, brave human being. And the fact that you're moving into an emotional state of Technicolor and love and abundance and connection, okay, is your bravery. This version of you is paying off. Like, it is bringing you success. It will continue to bring you success. This isn't, oh, this is happening and it's a chapter. This is you at your core, right? You have shown yourself through what you've been through that you are brave, okay? So that if life has its things and it has its ups and downs, you are strong enough. You are the lotus. You are, the planter. You are the farmer. You can dig in the soil. You can put in the work and get yourself through. And now also that yes, you can get yourself through, but also you're connected. You have that connection to the universe and probably those around you. And I hope if you don't have that community that you find that community, but regardless, you also have you and you have the universe. And you know what? You have this community. You have, everybody here, the fellow lights at Light Journeys Tarot. Like you all are a connected, cohesive unit, whether or not you realize it. We are connected in light. We are connected in vibration, okay? And show yourself, let yourself know, okay? Applaud yourself for the bravery and that you will always bring forth success. You are not going to end up in this world where, there's a phrase of the bird doesn't worry about when it's on the branch, whether or not the branch is going to break, because the bird knows the power of its own wings. That's you. You're the bird. You're the planter. You are the lotus. You are the strength. You have the bravery and you will bring forth the success. You will achieve what you need to achieve. You will find that vibration, and this is you coming into it. It's saying, yes, you've earned this. You've earned this because you've worked for this and you've put in the thing and recognize your bravery. And what's beautiful again is this looks like it's bursting forward. This looks like seeds, okay? It's orbs, but for me, this looks like seeds that were planted that are bursting forth into the collective, into the world. The things that you have planted are coming to fruition. You're having success. The universe is saying, yes, the things that you birthed are coming through. And the things that you plant will be birthed. So be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of the actions and the intentions that you take, because that will birth. So do it in the highest colorful light, connection, love, leading vibration, right? Because you are powerful and you will receive success. This is coming through to you. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I'm very happy for you. All right, let's pull some oracle cards and see what else Spirit wants to add. Okay, the first oracle deck I'm drawn to is the Empath Oracle. So let's go ahead and see what message wants to come through from Spirit. All right, Spirit. What other message wants to come forth for this collective? What other message would like to come forth for this collective, Spirit? What other message would like to come forth for this collective? Okay, trusting to stop. Awareness of cosmic influences. This is gorgeous. And what I'm loving about this is you're getting so many vibrant colors. Awareness of cosmic influences. This is gorgeous. I love this. Okay, let's read into it. Actually, I'll put it to the side. Let's put it like this for right now. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So this says awareness of cosmic influences, essential themes, analyzing our relationship to astrology and cosmic metaphysics. There is a wonderful astrologist, Pam Gregory. If you do not follow her and you would like things explained about astrology or just to get readings, if this, pulls you, I would definitely recommend checking her out. She's wonderful. She's very grounded in her messages and she's got a lot of knowledge in reading astrology. And the other one is Deborah Silverman. So both of those are amazing astrologists. Check them out if you feel called with this. Okay. Gaining a deeper understanding of the planets and zodiac, approaching various forms of astrology with curiosity and wonder. In this card, humankind actively becomes a mirror of the universe. The microcosm meets the macrocosm. As above, so below. The silhouette in this painting is bursting with cosmic energy. At the same time, which also looks like this, right? It's like bursting forth. This is beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. The silhouette on this painting is bursting with cosmic energy. At the same time, a single speck of light drops from above. As the figure gazes upon this external force, they are thereby becoming more aware of themselves. The deeper meanings. The cosmic bodies and their metaphysical influence allure a great many empaths. Astrology itself is not a single meta-science, but has numerous layers, levels, and cultural interpretations. The world of astrology is just that, an entire world that varies throughout time and culture. When this card is pulled, it's important for you to explore the influence of the planets in some way, shape, or form. This could be the form of studying your zodiac chart or getting a professional natal chart casting, or by studying the gods associated with each planet in the solar system. When I will be releasing this, per Pam Gregory, I think Chiron is going into Taurus. Don't quote me. I am not the astrology guru. Go to them. Go to Deborah Silverman. Go to Pam Gregory. They will give you the information that you need in reading the charts. It is like very scientific. But I think with that Chiron, it is like the wounded healer. So it could be for some of you all, or just the wound, right? So however the wound manifests, it is asking you to analyze that and to turn that, to transmute that into, that wound into your strength. So if you felt unheard, it's speaking up. If, examples. If you shrunk yourself, it's standing in your strength. So whatever it is that was the wound that happened in your life in that Chiron space, to take that and transmute it. So this could be, right, she was talking about it the other day and I was thinking about it and I was wondering whether or not I should read on it. And I was like, So this feels like it's coming through and telling you to, possibly like that past, you've done the work to, if you feel called to, and if you feel grounded enough to, only do things that you feel comfortable with, taking that, analyzing it, and then stepping forth, transmuting it, taking that muscle that needs to be strengthened and strengthening it and making it your strength, right? Like transmuting. I'm thinking of Superman for some reason, and it's that kryptonite. It's that piece that was the thing that he's weak against, like how can he flip? Like how would he, we're using that as an example, take the thing that is his weakness and flip it to make it his strength. So, yes, in that thing, it causes him weakness, but, maybe in that case, if he becomes weak by that, then he knows at that point that he needs to, work with others and blah, 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 blah. Or he builds himself a shield against it because that's something that, weakens him, and he has decided to transmute it and say, like, I am not going to allow myself to be weakened by this. I'm going to figure out a way to blah, 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 right? Like, it's a silly idea that I'm using, but whatever. You're following the drift. Anyways. Okay, so everyone's approach to astrology will be, let's just go back. Okay. This could be a form of studying, okay, or by studying the gods associated with each planet in the solar system. Okay, and if that's what you get called to, by all means do that. They used to do that in ancient Egypt, right? Like Osiris and Thoth, which I think are not, it's like the names that got changed in ancient Greece, like in Greece or Rome, changed those names. So it's not actually Thoth, it's something else. But that's neither here nor there. Regardless, the true gods and all that stuff, people, the powers, they looked to the stars and all that and their place in the cosmos. So, you might want to do some digging on that or whatever it is that's calling you. Okay. Everyone's approach to astrology will be experientially different. So start where you feel the most comfortable. For example, if a person drawing this card is intricately familiar with Western tropical astrology, maybe it's time to study Vedic astrology. the Chinese Taoist astrology, the Western sidereal astrology, or another field. As with all oracle decks, a card's meaning will shift depending on each person who draws any given card. Trust yourself to know the way. Trust yourself to know what will work best for you. And if you try something and it doesn't feel right, be open to finding the path that works best for you. Know that you will know the way. Know that inherently, if you go within, you will be able to find your path. And if you're having trouble, put your hand over your heart, meditate for a second, ask your guides, your angels, your ancestors to come through and help you to find that path. The interpretive possibilities are aplenty. Just remember one thing. We are not victims to our natal chart. Just like these things are not ground in stone. You all listening, you have the power, okay? Don't feel like you are locked into anything. No, 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 no. You have the power, okay? These things are just suggestions for ways that you can go through this. The universe is so big and so incumbent and so whatever that you can take whatever path you choose and it will meet you there. So please don't ever feel a natal chart, astrology reading, a tarot reading is dun dun dun. Like, no. That's not how the universe works. That's not how source is. Like, you can take whatever path, it will meet you. Don't worry, okay? You have the power. They are blueprints regarding the lessons we have come to learn in this incarnation and not a behavioral fallback. So yes, look at it as a blueprint and look at this as a general, hey, you're getting some information, do with it as you will, right? Like, we can all read the same book and learn the same alphabet and use our words completely different, right? Like, it's your choice. The only suggestion that I put forth is to lead with your heart and for the highest good for yourself and all. If I need to put that out there, just, please lead with kindness and caring. All right. Suggestions for action. Because my own personal experience is primarily based in Western astrology, I would like to offer an extremely simplified list of the 12 common zodiac signs and how each pertains to empaths. This is not merely a horoscope, but an invitation to think about how these zodiacal, I can't write that word, zodiacal, it feels like it's weird. It feels like it's not right. Okay. Zodiacal, that sounds better. Zodiacal. Okay. Influences are playing a part in your life today. Which signs are the planets currently in and how they pertain to your chart? What is your moon sign, your rising sign, etc.? If you wish to explore these more in depth, as well as the empathic influence of the planets themselves, please refer to my book, The Everyday Empath. I am not going to read every single one. What I will do is I will hold this, and if you are either of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, go ahead and pause here to read. If you are Cancer, Leo, Virgo, or Libra, pause here to read. If you are Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Capricorn, pause here to read. And if you are Aquarius or Pisces, pause here to read. All right. Beautiful. So hope that helps some of you guys. The next deck I was called to read from is the Hero's Journey. Let's bring in more of those beautiful colors for you guys. All right, Spirit. What else would like to come through for this collective? What else would like to come through in this meeting for the collective? Excuse me. What else? What other message would like to come through for this collective? Okay, trusting the stop. The quest. Plunge boldly into life. Beautiful. Well, this is gorgeous. And what I'm also seeing is, I kind of want to say, this person here, but it also looks like this light almost looks like angelic. It looks like a divine force or spark of love, right? And it looks like there's people here witnessing as well. So as you stand, right, as these people may be and there's a moon, so there's a revealing. As these people are here gathered, you need to step into your wholeness, to step into the trueness of you, and to receive and transmit the light is what I am getting. So let's read and see what it has to say. Can I fit this over here? Haha, I can. Let's fix that. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. It's okay. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Yep. Okay, cool. The quest, plunge boldly into life. Plunge boldly into the thick of life and seize it where you will. It is always interesting. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Message. Your perception is the most accurate when it's inside out. You've crossed the threshold from the ordinary world into the special world, which is what it looks like is happening here. You're going into this threshold from the ordinary world into the special world. Thank you again, Spirit, for the confirmation. Beautiful. Okay. See, I love it. I'm sorry. Like, I love the Spirit comes through. I love that the universe can be like, and it like just transmutes this beautiful message. Like, the world is so magical and beautiful and amazing, and look at this message finding you and how it's unfolding, right? I love it. Okay. You've crossed the threshold from the ordinary world into the special world. It is here that the rules of the ego and polite society no longer apply. In the ordinary world, it was acceptable to run from things that scared you. In the special world, you walk towards those things with open arms, right? You are brave and you can transmute. You can face that chiron, that wound. You can, if you feel, right? If you feel it, don't do things that, trust your gut when you are ready. If you are ready and you feel it, you go towards things. You have the power to transmute. You're like, bring this on, right? In the special world, you walk towards those things with open arms. And you know what? Yes, let me not just say bring it on. It doesn't have to be a fight. It is not, let me fight this. It is, let me love what was wounded and let me transmute it. Let me take what hurt me and make it my greatest strength. Let me show those parts of myself love and love it back into fullness. Yes. In the ordinary world, it was acceptable to associate falling with failing. In the special world, it is an invitation to explore your depth. In the ordinary world, it was customary to pretend you don't have a shadow. In the special world, your shadow is where your greatest gifts arise. In the ordinary world, when something was bizarre, you disregarded it as irrelevant. In the special world, strangeness is an indicator of value and importance. In the ordinary world, it was acceptable to blame other people for your difficulties. In the special world, you take full responsibility for your experience. This always adds a dream symbol. So if you've had dreams, I will share this. Maybe if you felt like you're falling, we will add it. It's here. We'll put it out for those of you that may have experienced this. If not, take what resonates, leave the rest. Dream symbol, falling. Dreams of falling are a message to drop into your depth and to flip your perspective of what it means to be grounded. Falling can also signify that you have tripped up because your feet weren't firmly planted on the earth. You may be amid a growth spurt, experiencing change and thus feeling in over your head, or maybe even head over heels in love. Imagine there are falling angels helping you to learn how to fall gracefully into your deeper, more soulful nature. So there's that divine energy that's coming in that's trying to help you. Mantra, I become more lucid when I choose to see the world from an inside-out perspective. Beautiful. So, when you change your perspective on the things that happen and you look at the things that you've had, and you know that you have the strength and the ability to plant the seeds, when you know that you are the lotus, okay? When you know that your roots can go down into that mud and you can stretch up into the heavens, right? You are strong enough to get the nutrients from wherever it may be, okay? When you know that you are transitioning and you are awakening into this beautiful life, when you are willing and you know that you are brave enough to bring that success, to perhaps face that Chiron, to look at your astrology, to see where you can transmute things to step into your fullest power. When you transition into that new world, no longer ordinary and vibrant and abundant, you plunge boldly into your life and you step forth to claim, to have that success, to bring in, to flow, to trust, to live your life truly and lead with your heart, and to love yourself inside out completely. You will come into this life. You will come into this warmth. You are already merging into this, and you are going into this, and you will do so like a butterfly bursting forth from the chrysalis. You are transmuting and growing and plunging boldly into this beautiful life. And take stock. Realize that you did this, that you had the power, that you have the power, that you will continue to lead with love, that everything is going to be okay. And now you get to live in full, vibrant Technicolor. I am very, very, very happy for you. Go live your life. Go live that color. Trust that you've got this. Trust that you've got this. Trust that everything's going to be okay. And live your life in color and enjoy the sights like you've never seen them before, and enjoy those colors and those smells and those sensations from this new world that is opening up for you. All right. Thank you again for being here with me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for connecting your energy with mine. I look forward to seeing you all at the next reading. And if you feel called to get a personal reading, please do check out my Ko-Fi and or my Etsy page. If you're outside of the States, if you could please use my Etsy, and anyone in the States can use either Ko-Fi or Etsy, whatever you feel called to. Thank you again. Look forward to seeing you all next week. Sending you all light. See you again. Bye.